That's sort of the construction and the physical mechanism controlling these platters. So let's take a look at the actual screen. This is sort of the default view, and this is probably the view that you're going to be using the most. Let me just get another track in here. What you got here is the main waveform. This is the track you're playing. Dead center, vertical. Over here you've got the full track in a kind of smaller waveform. And over here you have the other track, the track on this side, right? So I'm going to play this, and look, it's moving, right? You've got your relevant information. You've got how many minutes left till the track ends. You've got your key. You've got your BPM, your pitch percentage, pitch range, your auto loop length. You activate it, it'll turn blue. It's just, super, super intuitive stuff. That's definitely one of the strengths of Pioneer DJ. They think of a lot of stuff. They think of a lot of stuff for DJs that they think DJs would like. And you don't have to use it, but it's there, and it's awesome. All right? Here is my favorite part of this screen. All right. Take a look at this. All right. I've got 2 tracks going. On the outside is the opposite side. On the inside is my track. Now look at these little lines here. These are basically phase meters that you would find on the CDJ 2000 Nexus 2 or the 3000. They are essentially Pioneer's version of the transient window that you'd see in Serato. This is brilliant. Look at that. Like, I've got them. They're basically in phase. I'm going to slow this down. Oh no, they're out of phase. I can speed it up by pushing the platter. I can use the pitch bend buttons to speed it up, slow it down. I don't have to look at my screen anymore. I mean, so, you can call it cheating or whatever. It's 2021. Actually, no, it's 2022. We got sync buttons, but if you don't want to use it and you still want to kind of have that little visual guide, it's there. You could be looking down at your screen instead of looking up at your laptop. I don't know. I don't see that much of a difference, but some people really, really have an issue with looking at the laptop. So, yeah, this is awesome. I love it. But that's not all. You have 3 other screens to use. This, I think, is by far the most useful, if only for this little, phase meter here. It's just brilliant. Oh, yeah, by the way, they support 45 RPM and 33, right? To change the screen, you hold the Shift key, and you adjust the RPM. And, I forgot to mention, you can hold the Shift key and adjust the pitch bend buttons over here, and zoom in, zoom out. Just brilliant. All right. So we're going to change the screen, and here we go. This is the virtual deck mode. Now this is more similar to the DDJ-1000 SRT view, but there is a brand new feature right here. Take a look at this red ring on the outside. Now, this red ring is going to tell you how many bars past this cue point are elapsed. So each of these sections in between the white lines, if you can see right over here, that's a bar according to the BPM, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. There you go. It's all there, right? It's a useful tool to, get some timing. But on top of that, let me just beat jump ahead a bit. There we go. It'll actually start counting down in just a little bit. Bam. You see it's kind of growing. It'll actually count down from 8 bars before your next cue point. So those of you who like to set your cue points to, 8 bars before the breakdown, or like the breakdown, just to have a visual idea of how long it'll be before certain phrases, this is just another tool in your toolbox that you can use. On top of that, the screen has sort of like a main track window. I don't think this is actually in time. It doesn't seem to run according to the breaks, but Not that I've noticed, at least. And this has a bit more information. You still got your loops. You know, it turns blue when it's activated, not. You've got your key that shifts as well, but this one also shows you the semitones from the original, which I think is great. I kind of wish the other screen had it as well. This is the key sync button. Blue is on, off, and slip on, off. You get your slip. Right. Basically allows you to mess around with your platter and whatnot, and then it'll jump back into time. All right. This is still a very useful screen. It's not. I tend to stick with the waveform screen, but you know, some people don't need that and would prefer that countdown. So there's 2 more screens. There we go. I've got my album art here. So this just kind of looks nice, and it's there. It's not useful in the least, but it's there. So that's the artwork screen. It's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. And then last but not least is the DJ logo screen, and this doesn't work for me. I haven't gotten to work. In fact, I think I didn't almost brick, but I caused a major issue when I tried to upload my artwork where the controller stopped detecting the waveforms, and I actually had to reinstall a whole bunch of stuff. So apparently it's coming. Apparently it's going to be fixed. That's all well and good.
All right, this is DJ Sue from the future, and I'm just cutting this in to let you know that I talked to the Pioneer DJ people, and they showed me how to get the logo transferring. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like. There you go. DJ Sue logo. There was a trick to it. Apparently, you can't have Serato on when you're trying to transfer the logo. So kill Serato and transfer the logo and then start it again. All right, there you go.
Now you notice I have a sticker here. This doesn't actually come on the plates. It's usually just gone. So there's this virtual line here. Let me bring up my scratch bank. Right? Personally, I don't think it's great at all. Number 1, here, let's sync it up with the, like, it's a little floaty. Like, but what's worse, let me just bring up a juggling track. Here, we'll bring this out so we can sort of see both decks, and let me set up a track to juggle with.
Big L, rest in peace. Rest in peace. 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 Big L, rest in peace.
All right, so that's well and good, but watch what happens every time you cross. Like, so here, let me just put this closer. I've got a bunch of cue points here, so I can do some like
big rest in big rest in big.
Right. So every time this virtual marker passes another cue point, here we go. It resets. That's honestly useless for juggling, right? Because I want to see the whole revolution, and I need to count the revolution. 1, 2, right? I'm going to go 1, 2, that brings me back. I can't do that if this marker is going to reset every time it passes a cue point. And you're going to want cue points in some tracks to do some like cue juggling, that kind of thing. That's useless. It makes juggling impossible if you have a bunch of cue points in place. So I put a sticker there, and I think the sticker works a whole lot better.